Good morning, Tyner family. This is your friendly neighborhood librarian with a quick how-to create a self-grading quiz with Flubaroo. We're going to be using your Google Docs today, so get ready, be logged in, and I'm going to get rid of this title card and we'll get started. So to begin with, you'll need to be logged into your Google Drive account. To create a form to give a quiz, you'll need to click New, then More, then Google Forms. I have here an untitled form with no questions added yet. You'll notice that you can ask several different kinds of questions: short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, checkbox, drop down, linear scale, and multiple choice grid. All of these are gradable options using the self-grading features in Flubaroo. However, spelling does count. So if you're going to be using short answer, it really needs to be something like a spelling test, or there be a word bank, because capitalization and spelling definitely count. Paragraph can also be self-graded, but again, if the student doesn't include every comma and capital letter you did, it'll be graded wrong. Now you can mark a paragraph answer question to be self-graded in Flubaroo, but of course if you're trying to quickly collect data for, say, a benchmark, that would not be useful information for you. So when you're going to be creating a self-grading quiz, I highly recommend you use one of these 5 other choices: multiple choice, checkbox, drop down, linear scale, or multiple choice grid. All right, so there will be other videos for how to create a form, how to create the quiz itself. Let's get into the self-grading part, how to use Flubaroo, the add-on. So I'm going to use this quiz I created earlier. I just call it some practice questions. You can see I've got a short answer question here for students to type their name. I have a linear answer choice question here. I have a multiple choice question and multiple choice with other as an option. Again, if the correct answer is the other, then spelling still counts, so you have to be really careful with that. All right. One thing that you need to know is you do not have to put a box for students to enter their own names on the quiz. You can use the settings and click right here with collect email addresses. If you do that, every quiz will come with a column for usernames, and it will have the student's email address right there in the spreadsheet that's created from the form, and you don't have to ask students their names. That's just a procedure that I like to do. It is positive identification. You can't possibly take the quiz for somebody else. Okay, so let's get into using the Flubaroo add-on, the self-grading features. I'm going to click on responses because I want to get to the responses for the quiz. There are different ways to look at the responses. You can look at a summary of each question, the answer responses for each question. You can look at each individual page, one for each student, or you can click right here and open up a spreadsheet. This spreadsheet has a column for the timestamp, the student's name, and a column for each question asked. Okay, we're going to be using an add-on called Flubaroo. An add-on is an extra script that can be run in conjunction with the Google Sheets app. So I'm going to click right here for add-ons and then get add-ons. All right, I could use the search add-ons box and type Flubaroo, but as you see, it's already on the front page for me. This little green check mark means I've already added it. Here it has a green button that says Manage. If I did not already have the Flubaroo add-on, it would be blue. It would have a plus sign and it would say free, because Flubaroo is a free add-on. I don't know how they make money, but I'm just glad that this product is free to me. So if I didn't have the add-on, I would click the plus sign, free, add to my account, but I already have it, so mine is green and says manage. All right, so I'm ready to run my add-on. So I'm going to click Add-ons and Flubaroo. Right here it would say grade assignment if this were the first time I were grading it, but for me it says regrade assignment. I'm going to click regrade the assignment so I can show you the process. It's the exact same process. Okay. It's going to give me a grading option for each one of the questions I've asked. This one is about the student's name, and it identifies the student. That one won't be graded. The options are identify student, skip grading, normal grading, and grade by hand. Again, you can grade by hand using Flubaroo, but if you're collecting instantaneous benchmark type data, that's not the option that you want. I'm going to click this one, identifies the student. This is a question I put in for some elementary school teacher training. It's not relevant really to what we're doing today, so I'm going to skip grading this question. You could quiz kids on addition. That was our addition question. So that's going to be graded normally. It's worth 1 point. This is my vocabulary question. It was a little bit harder. It's going to be graded normally, but it's worth 2 points. And here's my most rigorous question. It's the one where the students have to recognize the days of the week and then spell a day of the week, because the correct answer is Thursday in this particular case. So I'm going to say that it needs to be graded normally, but it gets 3 points. And again, Flubaroo has created a column for username because I have asked the app to collect student email addresses as they submit their quiz. So this column also identifies the student. I'm going to click continue. All right, it's asking me to select the row that is my answer key. I can select any row to be my answer key. If I make the quiz but I don't have time to make the answer key before the kids take it, I can put my key in last and select the bottom row. If I look through it and I recognize that John here has gotten all the questions correct, I can just use John's answers as the answer key. I don't have to make my own. But in this case, I'm going to use my first row as my answer key and click continue. All right, so it's working, it's grading the assignment. In just a minute, you're going to see that it's going to tell me a tip of the day. The tip of the day is dog versus dog, case sensitive answers. You can tell Flubaroo to be case sensitive or not be case sensitive. All right. So, and you get a different tip of the day just about every time you use Flubaroo. It's really quite helpful. All right, I'm going to look at my scores. Let's see what's available here. Points possible for this quiz, the average number of points scored, the number of submissions so that I know if everyone took the quiz. You can see John here only got 1 point. That's a 16.67%. That would be his grade out of 100. He only took the quiz 1 time. This student got 6 points, 100%, but they took the quiz 3 times. So you can see how many times they submitted. You can select for students to only take the quiz 1 time. That is also an option. And then over here on the right, you can see a column for each question asked, and you'll notice it tells you how many points the student got for that question. Down here at the bottom, it's going to tell you what percentage of students or test takers got that question correct. If I were trying to decide which skill to retest, I would probably retest the skill on the far right, because this question was answered correctly by only 61% of my class, and the other questions were answered correctly by 77%. And there I have my benchmark data. I know what I need to reteach. It also shows me who got a very low score. So a 50% or less is going to be highlighted in red or orange. And that's also a way I can make small groups. It's super convenient. If I want to go back and I want to look at each student's answers, I come right down here to the Sheets area. So I'm going to click off of grades and choose student submissions. And then again, I can see the answers that each student gave in a row. So Sarah answered Adam, 8, dog, Thursday, and then her username is blank. Okay, so That is a basic tutorial for using Flubaroo. I hope that you are as excited about this product as I am, and that you're able to incorporate it in your unit plans moving forward. If you have any questions or comments, leave a comment in the comment area below, or you can send me an email. I hope that you have a wonderful day and that I hear from you very soon.